We just did an episode on Leah Roberts, who disappeared after taking a soul searching road trip in March of 2000. And I need to know what you think happened. I'm Kona Gallagher. I'm the host of And Then They Were Gone. We cover unsolved missing persons cases, and this one has remained unsolved for over 23 years. And it's so bizarre because she drove across country. She crashed her Jeep off of an embankment near Desolation Peak in Whatcom County, Washington. But the crash was insane. First, it was only found because joggers had seen clothing that was either hanging on trees or was tied to trees. And so they're like, this is weird. And they looked down and they found this crashed Jeep. But while they found all of Leah's belongings, her ID, her passport, cash, $2,400 in cash, her cat carrier, cat food, there was no sign of Leah Roberts. There was no sign of her cat. The crash was described as catastrophic, like a really bad car accident, and went end over end over end. Like, you're not just walking away unscathed from that. Yet, there was no blood. All the windows were blown out. No blood anywhere. And the seatbelt, when they had people look at it, there was no strain. So that indicates that nobody was wearing the driver's seatbelt when the car crashed. But again, in this crash, if you were driving it and you weren't wearing a seatbelt, you would have been ejected. And then there would have been proof of that having happened. But there was nothing. Then they find out that the last day she was seen, it was at this mall about 30 miles away, and she had gotten a ticket to see American Beauty, had gotten lunch beforehand, met these two guys at the bar. One guy was like, yeah, we just had a conversation. It was cool. She left. The other guy's like, oh yeah, she left with some random third dude named Barry. Nobody ever explains how he knew who this guy was or where he came from, but police didn't even think that Barry existed. So, okay, even if you don't believe this guy and you made Barry up and, let's say he did something to Leah, why stage this car crash? Why? Oh, and that's the other thing. They found out the vehicle was tampered with. But why go through all the trouble to stage the car crash? Because she had no ties to Washington. She had no ties to this random man that she met in a mall. If he did something to her, he could have just done something to her and, left. He didn't need to do some elaborate staging of the car crash. But if Leah staged the car crash, which we don't even know she had the mechanical ability to stage the car crash based on the tampering that they found, why? Because if she, for instance, decided to go off and end her life, again, why not just do that? Why stage this elaborate, weird car crash? I don't understand it. So I want your opinions, please.